Greedland. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Greedland is a top-down shooter mixed with survivor-like elements. Slaughter the monsters, break out of the siege, and welcome the dawn of victory. Yes, guys, this is a Vampire Survivors genre. What do we have a genre for that? Is it what's the? It's bullet hell kind of auto battling kind of. When your wife's fucking nagging at you, go play the. It's one of them. It's that type of game, guys. It's the kind of game that you go to when you don't give a fuck. You just think, fuck it, I'll just play a bit of fucking Greedland, Mac. So you know the dance. There's been a million clones of Vampire Survivors since it came out. Great game it is, Vampire Survivors. And this is yet another clone of this. Now it's still in early access and it is very positive on Steam. But guys, it's $8.99. I mean, these type of games are generally like tuppence halfpenny, 3 and 6. You know, that kind of stuff. This is very expensive for a Vampire Survivors clone. So is it justifiable for the huge fucking price hike that this game is? Well, I've been playing it all day. I've had a blast, guys. I'm having a blast playing it. I'm stoked and having a blast. That's for Gen Z people. They'll know what I'm talking about. You've got to kind of feed them a bone now and then. Basically, what you do in this, it's the usual stuff, but a little bit more in depth than the kind of usual stuff. It gave me a bit more. Not only do you have, well, look, instead of different characters, you have different types of armor set. They're kind of like your different characters, and there's quite a few of them in this game. But then you've got different weapons that you can mix and match with the different armor sets. And then you got mods that you can put on top of that. So we're getting a little bit deep here, which is kind of like why it's a bit more expensive. We're going a bit deep. It's also got co-op, but only if you've got a fucking controller. Yes, guys, it does not support co-op with mouse and keyboard. Why? Look, I have a mouse and keyboard. I want to play fucking co-op. I want to play online, not local. Who plays local? When I come around my house, and yes, Rupert, I do. Yes, shall we sit on your sofa with a controller? Oh, no one does that anymore. I do apologise, guys. But yeah, we need online co-op, and we need it with a mouse and keyboard, let's be honest. But I've only played it solo at the minute, and it is quite fun. Do you know what? I'll tell you the kind of game this is. You start off with your pissant weapon. You're dropped off on a planet, and there's different biomes, different planets. There's like jungle, there's desert, there's and so yeah, there's lots of different planets that you can land on. And it starts off with your little pew pew. You go pew 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 pew, and you do fire the weapon yourself. It's not an auto thing where you actually, the game fires for you. You actually aim and fire the weapon yourself. So the skill in this, Macaulay, the skill. So until, of course, you get about 10 minutes in the game, then you unlock the ability for the AI to shoot for you, which is what you really fucking want in a game like this. Then you don't have to care. You just have to move around. And people think that that's boring and unskilled. Where the skill comes in, it's the build. It's knowing what to pick on the battlefield. That's the key to this game. That's how you get your overpowered builds. That's how you know what you're actually doing in this. That's where some people who just, don't understand where the skill comes in this game. It's knowing the different builds that you can have and knowing what synergizes well together. And you can be like in a position where you're just waiting for the right ability to drop, because every time you level up a level in the game, there's a blue XP bar at the top of the screen, and every time you kill an enemy, they drop a little bit of an XP bubble, or a pearl, or a rock, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You run over that and you will get that little bit of XP. So you have to shoot things and then go and collect the XP off them, and the bar will go, and you will be offered 4 cards. Now these 4 cards that you're offered will be upgrades of one thing or another. They might be a new weapon, a new ability, or an upgrade of an old ability. Now the more new things that you select, the more upgrades for that will be throwing into the pool. So you will dilute the build that you get. So if you've got a kind of not be greedy and take everything, or you'll just get a big diluted build that doesn't do anything, like a jack of all trades, master of none. So you've got to kind of think about what you want to have as you go. And then when that magical card drops, guys, you can be on your knees. You can be just absolutely writing out your last will and test. You know you're dead. You're just like surrounded, and you're just like, I'm absolutely to the wall here. There's no way I'm surviving this. And then you get that next level and that magical card drops. The card that you've been waiting for that will make you overpowered. And the second you say, oh, Mama, you take that card and then you just decimate everything. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling, guys. It's a beautiful feeling for $8.99. It really, really is. And that's why we play these games. It's just getting that build right. You have it in your head. You think, I want to do this. This is what I'm going to go for. And when you get the cards, when the stars align or whatever the hell, it just is a beautiful feeling. And that's why this game's worth the buy, guys. It's one of them games, if you're being nagged at, if you just, you've had a bad day, you can't be asked with complex shit. You just want something. You just want to kill things. This is your game, guys. $8.99. It's a bit pricey, but worth the buy. Early access could get even better, guys. Hopefully will. Could get worse. We don't know. I'll re-review it when it fully releases. But there it is, guys. Greedland, not Greenland, is worth a buy.